As far as I know, a co-op is a cooperative, which means that it's an organization that is owned by the employees.
So a co-op is cooperative that oftentimes includes work between farms and vendors, or farms and restaurants, or many farms together, sometimes to sell produce in farmers markets or stores. That usually involves a lot of locally grown produce, and sometimes on a much bigger scale, like I believe Land of Lakes is a co-op as well.
There's a number of types of co-ops, but generally they're either jointly owned by the members of the co-op, or there's some shared services that they partake in. So Rich mentioned food. It's interesting you actually asked this question today. We were having a discussion this morning about healthcare, and there are actually healthcare co-ops.
I think it's like a group of people that own something together. They all have part ownership. It could be like a grocery store, or I don't think it has to be a grocery store, but it could be anything.
It's anything that has shared membership, shared services.
But yeah, mostly you hear about them in terms of food and in terms of local small businesses that are mom and pop rather than larger ones, which is always why like Land of Lakes, that sort of thing is surprising.
Okay. From what I know, I think that co-ops are a very positive form of organization because everyone who works there, is a part owner. So I think it increases, it just increases people's responsibility, and it's a good thing to improve productivity and just make people care about what they're doing.
Yeah, if I were to choose between a co-op versus a non-co-op for a product, I usually would choose the co-op, just because when you're utilizing more people, more groups for some sort of product, there's usually a lot more thought behind it, or at least that's the idea, that's the kind of hope. There's usually more of a integrity, I guess, associated with co-ops.
I think it's a good way for people to share services and products like that, and you get a decent product or you get a decent service, and the more people that participate, ideally the cost goes down. So everybody wins.
Yeah, and oftentimes there's also just more information about where it's sourced from, where you can find it, and it just has more of a local, closer knit feeling to it that makes me feel more comfortable, especially in regards to purchasing produce.
If I had to choose between purchasing groceries at a co-op versus a chain grocery store, I think normally I would try to go more the co-op route, because I think it's important to support local farmers and local businesses.